If you're a heat and air machine technician or even a salesperson, what motivates you from your coach, your mentor, your trainer, and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, so I got to tell you a story. The other day I'm on site and I'm talking to a technician that I'm working with, and he goes, "Hey Scott, why don't you scream and yell at us?" I'm like, what? And he says, "Why don't you scream and yell at us? I've seen training videos of coaches and mentors and people screaming and yelling. Why don't you do that?" And I was like, oh, we are absolutely going to cover this. And I want to start with an important conversation. My goals, my dreams, and my desires are completely different than yours, right? So you may say, "Hey Scott, my dream car is a Ferrari or a Lamborghini." I'm like, cool, you should do that, right? That's your thing. And you can look at me and go, "Hey Scott, what's a dream or desire you have?" I'm like, I want a house on the North Shore of Oahu so I can watch big wave surfing anytime I want during the winter season, right? Like that's my top goal, right? I don't care what I drive. I've got a Toyota Camry for a reason. I don't care if it gets ding dented. I can park anywhere that I want. I don't have to worry about people really stealing it. And so like, I'm more pragmatic about things. And so when you start taking a look at like, hey, what is it that motivates you is going to be completely different than motivates me. So let's go to the next level. When somebody comes and says, "Hey, I really want to see you achieve your goals, your dreams, and your desires." Do you want that person to yell and scream at you? Do you want that person to berate you? Do you want that person to tell you you're not good enough? I'm completely opposite, right? I like to treat people how I want to be treated, not necessarily what the market says. And so if somebody comes to me that cares about me and says, "Hey, Scott, I really do care about you. I'm your mentor, I'm your coach, and I would really like to see you succeed," is completely different than when it feels like a wrestling match. And it feels like somebody's coming out and they're like, "You've got to do this." Right? I'm like, man, this isn't like some crazy rock song. Just tell me what you need for me to do to achieve. I don't need the guilt trip. I don't need you to tell me I'm doing everything wrong. I don't need you to tell me that there's a problem. So I take this into my coaching and my training and I say, "Hey, look, I really want to help you out. I really want to give you the right direction. I want to really give you the right training. I really want to help you succeed. And I'm not going to yell at you, right? I don't need to motivate you in that way. And I'm not going to." And so my question for you is, who motivates you and how do they motivate you? Do you need, okay, and there are people, and they're typically not my client, do you need somebody to scream and yell at you to get you motivated? Do you need somebody to tell you that you're a horrible human being or that you suck? Do you need somebody to tell you a whole bunch of mean things about you for you to feel like this guilt trip in order for you to take action? Or are you the type of person who goes, "Yeah, I know what I need to do. I'm going to do it." And this right here is why you should join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, or discounted training. So in the world of sales, in car sales, they say there's a butt for every seat. And there are some people who really enjoy the type of public shaming, let's say, from somebody being up on a stage or somebody being in front of a room and saying, "Here's all the things that you're doing wrong." I have a different view. I have a different belief. I have been coached by some of the best business mentorships people in the world, and they don't treat people like that. So I have chosen to say, "Hey, look, I'm going to model my coaches and my mentors. I'm going to model the things that I have seen that have worked for me." And if someone goes, "Scott, I need somebody to yell and scream," I'm like, cool, you can do that. It's just not going to be me. If someone raises their hand and say, "Hey, Scott, I just want somebody to share with me what I need, and I don't need the beratement. I don't need the public ridicule." Great, I can do that. But if someone goes, "Hey, those are all things that I really need to succeed and achieve," hey, by all means, go find that dude or that chick that's going to fulfill that need for you, but it's not going to be me. Really think about the people that you work with, the people that are going to coach and train you. How do they tell you to fix a problem? I was in San Diego a couple of weeks ago, and one of my mentors came to me and said, "Hey, Scott, you know you're screwing up on 1, 2, and 3. Like, this is the conversation. And this dude's pretty close to worth $1 billion. So for me, I'm going to take his advice." And it's just like this. And then, say, how's everything going? What are you up to? But you got to fix these 2 or 3 things. It wasn't the right. I didn't need it. Maybe that's you, but it's not me. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.